All right, so I wanted to react to some paternity court, right? These are the things that men go through. So I figured, why not? Here, it's getting hot. To show you the things that men go through.
100% certain that Mr. Lee is the father. And can you tell me how you know?
Yes, Your Honor. I am without a doubt 100% certain that he is my son's father. Not only was I only sleeping with him, we were actually working on our relationship. We already have a child from a previous situation. We got back together. We're working on us. So when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't think it was going to be a shock or a surprise or anything like that.
And you say you know 100% you're not the biological father of Giovanni.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
I want to know why you have doubt.
At the time that Gio was conceived, we were not having no type of intercourse. We were not cool at the moment.
You don't believe you were working on the relationship at the time Giovanni was conceived?
No, not at all.
You weren't together?
No, not at all.
Your Honor, I was living with him. We were living in the same household, in the same bed.
Were you living in the same house?
Around the time, yes.
But you weren't together?
Exactly.
So were you sharing a bed?
Yes, ma'am.
And fluids.
No.
Clearly, yes, clearly. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am.
I will say, although she did not say it as eloquently as I would have liked, you can still be sexually active with one another and not be in a relationship. So I guess this does beg the question, were you still having sex?
At the time of conceivement, no.
So you're saying during the window of time when Giovanni was conceived, you are certain that even though Ms. Brewington lived
The sound is off, which is annoying.
in your house and shared your bed, you weren't intimate with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I conceived my son in February. My birthday is February 1st.
All right.
And from the 1st until about Valentine's Day, we were in there.
Take me back to,
Not at all, not at all.
Take me back to the day you found out you were pregnant.
Okay, I found out that I was pregnant. I actually went to the doctor to just re-up on my birth control. They said, oh, you actually missed your last shot. I didn't even realize that they said that they had to do a pregnancy test before they could go ahead with the birth control. So I went ahead, they did a pregnancy test. It came up positive. I told him, he did not believe me at all. He went out and got 3 pregnancy tests, made me take all of them. They were all positive. And he was like, well, that's not my baby because we didn't have sex. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We've been having sex. And then the last time we probably had sex was Valentine's Day, maybe a few days after. I'm like, this is our whole love baby.
Not.
Like,
Definitely not.
no, come on now. My son was due.
Definitely not.
He was born in November.
So you seem so certain, Mr. Lee.
I do, because I'm going to explain it to you, Your Honor. How she said her
He doesn't
birthday
wanna
is the
pay child
2nd of
support, Your Honor.
February.
It's not.
Her birthday's on the 2nd of February.
My
We
birthday's
was
on
not
the 1st
cool.
of February.
2nd.
My birthday is on the... How you gonna tell me what day
It's
I
the
was
second.
born? I was born on the 1st of
He
February.
said it's the 2nd.
Yeah. Look, it's close. It's the same.
He around there just like he was around. Exactly. See, exactly.
So-
exactly. His sperm is like that too.
Because she came to my house complaining about how I didn't say happy birthday, that I didn't get nothing for her birthday, and I didn't.
And
Because
then he
the simple
turned
reason.
around and decided to treat me for my birthday, Your Honor. Yes, okay, for the next 2 weeks. Thank you.
No, we not cool. Why would I say happy birthday? You say happy birthday to people you like.
Well, go ahead and say how you feel then.
Yeah. I wasn't happy, so happy birthday didn't fit.
Okay, so now understood this. So you both have a different story about what happened in the relationship. So let's fast forward to the birth. Throughout this pregnancy, as you prepare for the birth of Giovanni, was Mr. Lee present?
No, he was telling people I was just getting fat. He was like, she just eats a lot of fast food. Everybody was my friends were rubbing my stomach. I'm showing ultrasounds to people. He's like, don't believe her, she's just fat. The entire time. I'm talking about, I'm going into labor. He's like, no, you're not.
What kind of denial is this? Mr. Lee, you taking denial too far.
Exactly.
This is what it was. She was trying to get back with me, but I wasn't, so she probably felt like if we have a child, we might work out.
As soon as he found out that my son was a boy, he's like, oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. I love him.
You claim you are 100% certain that Mr. Lee is the father, and can you tell me how you know?
Yes, Your Honor. I am without a doubt 100% certain that he is my son's father. Not only was I only sleeping with him.
The day you gave birth to Giovanni, was Mr. Lee there?
He came after I had given birth because he had work. But he showed right up. He actually didn't even, they asked about the birth certificate and everything. He signed the birth certificate. He named my son. He wouldn't even, he was like, no, I'm not letting you give my son no dumb name. I'm naming him. I actually told him to, I was like, you don't want to wait until, you know, until we do a DNA test. I offered the DNA test in the hospital.
Say that, Your Honor. She did not say that.
But you signed the birth certificate, right?
Yes, I did.
If you had all this denial and you say she eating fast food and this isn't even a pregnancy, but then you get there and execute a birth certificate?
It was the right thing at that moment. We already had a previous child, like I said, so...
You just go around signing birth certificates.
Because I'm going to be around the child, I might as well.
Kids
It's not like I can come there and...
Just because he had one doesn't mean that he needed to collect them all. If he didn't think that was his child, he should not have done that.
You said that.
I brought home DNA tests as well. He told me he didn't trust me to swab his mouth.
I knew she was going to put me on child support because I was already on child support.
Your
There's
Honor,
only more
his
information
whole
I could
life
use.
has been about getting off of child support.
Listen, Mr. Lee, you gonna learn making babies in the country and don't know the laws. In the case of Brewington versus Lee, when it comes to 3-year-old Giovanni Lee,
He is my son's father.
you really don't believe he's yours.
At the time that Gio was conceived, we were not having no type of intercourse.
It's
No,
our
Your
whole
Honor.
love, baby.
In my head, it was like, we already had a previous child. I'm going to be in this child's life regardless because...
You're making an execution of a birth certificate sound like a consolation prize or a consolation move. Well, since I'm gonna do this, I might as well. That's not why you sign a birth certificate.
I didn't know I couldn't take my name back off of it. I wasn't aware of that. Or else I wouldn't have signed it. If I wasn't
So you
able to-
weren't aware of the law.
Legal document.
Well, what I'm saying is, it just doesn't make any sense that you had absolutely no thought that this child could be yours, and then you walk in and you just say, well, I might as well just sign the birth certificate like you supersizing your fries or something. That doesn't make sense.
Well,
and then, Ms. Brewington, it doesn't really make sense to me is why are you offering him a DNA test if you are 100% sure?
That was because I was 100% sure. If he has any doubts, you know, I carried the baby. I birthed the baby. If you have any doubts, go ahead. I don't mind making you look stupid. That's why I'm here now.
Okay, so your point is I'm tired
We'll
of
see.
hearing the denial. If you want a DNA test, let's take it now because
It's no
I know
problem.
you're the father.
Exactly.
Well, Your
And
Honor,
then, when she offered the DNA test, why didn't you take it?
I figured when I signed it, I knew she was going to put me on child support because I was already on child support. Now, with the previous child that we had, I had to do a DNA test at the child support services. I figured if I sign it, they're going to take me right off after I do the DNA test. We came there, and then they said, no, we don't do a DNA test because you already signed the birth certificate.
Yes.
He
She
declined.
kept saying it's not the
Your Honor,
case.
we
They
went to
told me
court
right away
3
we
days
don't do
Listen,
that.
Mr. Lee, you gonna learn making babies in the country and don't know the laws.
Yeah. I
Because
got
once you sign that birth certificate, you're the legal father.
That's what they told me.
You had done what is called an acknowledgement of paternity.
Well, I had another reason I did not think that it was mine is one of her friends, a good friend of her, actually told me that I wasn't the father.
Really?
She told me that she
My
knows
friend
who's the
told
father.
him that because she
Excuse
wanted
me, I
to
was
sleep
talking.
with him.
I'm still
I
talking.
actually caught them sleeping together.
What?
I'm always there. She calls me daddy.
Calls you dad. You still don't believe he's your biological son.
No. I did
Why
teach
wait
him
3
everything
years?
that he knows, but no.
That is his baby. And I can't wait, because the devil is a liar and this is Lucifer.
Well, you might be the devil then. We'll see.
And he signed the birth certificate.
I didn't know I
carried the baby. I birthed the baby. If you have any doubts, go ahead. I don't mind making you look stupid. That's why I'm here now.
Oh, so that's why you think this person was just telling him these lies.
Because it was shade the whole time. Because he was sleeping with her, and she knew that if we stopped dealing with each other, because I told her we were working on us, and she knew that if we stopped dealing with each other, then she was free to go and be with their little maybe baby that they might have.
We never.
What?
Your Honor,
What did the friend tell you, Mr. Lee?
she told me that she actually is friends with the dude who is the father, and that he's trying to get in contact with Brittany, but she keeps ignoring him and wants me to be the dad since I'm there already. But for me, it didn't make a change. It was just more verification for me, because it didn't change nothing. It wouldn't take me off child support. It wouldn't change the situation with the child.
Your
It's
Honor,
only
his
more information
whole
I could
life
use.
has been about getting off of child support, honestly. That's what he
Yes,
talks about all
definitely,
day
yes.
long. If he thought, oh,
Yes.
it was a chance, because I bought home DNA tests as well. He told me he didn't trust me to swab his mouth.
No.
He didn't trust me to put the correct DNA into the box.
No, it's a home test. Who does that? And she told me herself I wasn't the father, so
I told him that in anger, Your Honor.
multiple times.
So
I'm
you
wrong for
know
that.
when you ring that bell, you can't unring it. That is a statement you can't take back.
But he looks exactly like him. And then, yes, I say it, and then if he ever tries to run with it, I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and get a DNA. That's their baby. That's his baby picture. Look.
So,
But look at
so
that.
you're saying this is a picture of Giovanni on the left. Oh, he is adorable.
And that's Jay
And this
Jarrell.
is Mr. Lee as a child on the right.
Yes.
And you say you see a definite resemblance.
Between them two, yes.
They're light skinned.
When you look at this beautiful young boy, you really don't believe he's yours now that he's here in the world.
No, I don't really see too much of me. Maybe, yeah, like I said, we light skinned. We got curls, but other than that, it could be anybody.
They got the same
And-
hairline, nose.
And so, but after you sign the birth certificate, do you then go forward being a father to Giovanni? Like, do you step up for him?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're
I've been there.
obviously responsible
He is
as it
around.
relates to child support because you signed the birth certificate.
I'm always there. I've never not been there.
You're
Yes.
the man he knows to be his
His
dad.
father.
Yes, he calls me daddy.
Calls you daddy.
Yes, yes.
With all of that,
Yes.
you still don't believe he's your biological son.
No.
Your Honor, that is his baby. And I can't wait, because the devil is a liar and this is Lucifer, so stop. No, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Well, you might be the devil then. We'll see.
You all are a lot. And you talking about him like a dog, Miss Brewington. You know you love that man. It's so obvious. I don't know why we in here. You good though. You got all the sayings and you got all the snaps.
I'm just saying.
And all you gonna do is
Just a
snap
fact.
back. Right back over there.
No, Your Honor,
Because
I
you
don't want
love
that.
that man. Miss Brewington, I can see the passion in you. And even though you're making jokes and he's Lucifer, this isn't easy. No mother wants to have a son, 3 years old, a beautiful baby like that, and consistently have the man you believe to be his father deny him,
him.
have to deal with all of this drama. I knew
couldn't have slept
behind
around.
all of the laughter and all of this.
Right. It's not right. As you put me through this.
Right.
It's not at all. I really do
Look,
care about
if you don't want that, you should keep your legs closed. That's all it is.
Then that means she wouldn't be having sex with you either.
Well, then she.
Which,
if it was me, she
hold
would've known
on, Mr. Lee. Before you condemn, you also have to understand the part you had to
Oh,
play.
yeah,
in.
yeah, I do.
Because Giovanni's 3. He calls you daddy. I could only imagine if his soul and spirit could truly process the fact that the man that I look at and I say, Daddy, when I come running up,
Right.
is standing in a courtroom right now, clowning my mother, but also
I carried the baby. I birthed the baby. If you have any doubts, go ahead.
clowning my mother, but also denying me. And see, we have to think about that. It's not always jokes, and I always say that we don't clown in here because we're not running a circus.
All right.
This really is a courtroom where we try to understand whether or not someone is a child's father, because that is important information. I just had to say that because Giovanni deserves to know. And when it comes to his life and his paternity, he deserves there to be a level of respect, decorum surrounding this result, because whether it goes either way, this child still has to live with it. Let's go to the result. Jerome?
It's hard. There's not a lot for me to say, right? I mean, they're ridiculous, right? It's just absolutely a whole lot of ridiculousness to it. But I mean, it's the results that, that are important that I will have opinion about.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Brewington versus Lee, when it comes to 3-year-old Giovanni Lee, one reason why this courtroom is so important, it meets people where they are, and then it takes them where they need to go, because it takes you into the truth. That's all I deliver all day is truth. Look at this beautiful young boy. You really don't believe he's yours now that he's here in the world.
No, I don't really.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Lee, you are not the father.
Told you.
Hold up.
I already knew it. I told you.
Don't look at me like that. I don't know God's
Who
plan.
else? It was you that
Did
was.
you
Don't
just
do that.
inject God in this?
All this, see, all this, like, you, this is the thing, right? This is why, okay? Men nowadays are saying that they want a paternity test. Here's a woman said to his face, 100%, it is yours. The baby is yours. 100%. She said 100%, this baby is yours. She said to everyone, okay, that the baby is yours. 100%. 100%. And then other women don't have any sympathy, don't have any empathy, don't have any understanding of why your man is asking for a paternity test. Because, again, wants to make sure. If you believe it's true, then validate it, right? Earn his trust. Because here's a woman right here, okay? Saying all this crap. She like, I haven't said nothing, right? I haven't said nothing. You've heard all the crap she's been saying. And boom. Look at the proof.
I did not put him in this. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just, look, hold on. Now, the plan of Giovanni being on this earth might be God's, but the lie you told about his paternity is your own. So just claim it. So let's just own it. Because you don't call this man everything but a child of God.
Damn, I put you through a lot.
It's all good.
This is 3 years.
I am
3 years.
so sorry.
I have to ask you.
It's like you're crying to make yourself out the victim. I mean, I'm glad this man is understanding, but he's the victim in this. The child is the victim in this. Okay? You just destroyed a bond that he's been, putting into for the last couple years. You destroyed that bond. This man is not going to feel the same way now. Like, at least you could have proved wrong where, okay, you know what? What I've been doing up until now, I should keep on doing it. I have no different feelings. But now you just destroyed that.
Do you know who his biological father is?
I have an idea.
You just have an idea.
I have an idea.
I want you to bring him to this courtroom. And I want you to submit to this DNA testing again. And I want you to commit yourself to getting this answer for your child.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm fine with that.
One reason why this courtroom is so important is because it meets people where they are, and then it takes them where they need to go. Because it takes you into the truth. That's all.
It's disgusting. This is why it's utterly disgusting, right? I don't know what to say. Shit like this just proves, it gives more credence, right, to why men nowadays are asking for paternity tests or demanding, wanting paternity test is. When the child is born, if you are so adamant, right, as a woman, adamant that okay, this child is definitely his, then there's no worries. Just continue to prove that trust. Continue to earn that trust, because he has to continue to earn your trust. He has to like, this is the thing where you don't understand. You don't understand because women will never understand this. Okay, women will always know that this baby's theirs because it came out of them. Men will not know. Okay, even like she was saying that, oh, this baby looks like you. This boy looks exactly like you. Does it? Does it really? Because it's not his. So how surprising that it looked like him, the baby looked like him, but yet it's not his. This is the thing where women just can't ever understand. If you truly love the man, you would ease his mind. Bring him some peace, right? This is the thing where men say, men want a woman that brings him peace. One of the things to bring him peace is prove to him, right? Prove to him so his mind is not chaotic. When thinking, oh, is this mine? Is this mine? Is this baby mine? But women don't understand that. Women don't really seem to get that. Okay, why do men care? Because of stuff like this. It is very heartbreaking. It is very heartbreaking for men to go through this crap. But no, women don't understand, right? Women, supposedly the most, emotionally intelligent, supposedly the most sympathetic, empathetic gender, yet they really don't understand. And they don't even try to understand a man's feeling. Yeah. That's why it's the insanity of women right here.